Welcome back, everybody. Here to show us a few ways to keep things from getting boring in the kitchen and at the dinner table is chef and author of Take This Dish and Twist It, Mr. George Duran, everybody. Hi,
Hello.
Chef.
Hi,
how are you?
Great.
Thank you for being here. So when you talk about twisting a dish, what do you mean?
You know what? For me, it's about not being intimidated in the kitchen. I know you're a big chef yourself. Right?
Yes, I'm enormous.
Yeah.
I'm opening a chain of restaurants.
Well,
you guys will all love it.
I don't see it, but let me tell you something. For me, it's about getting into the kitchen and really pushing yourself to cook by twisting recipes, getting comfort foods like pepperoni pizza, for example, and twisting it and making it like pepperoni pizza soup.
Okay.
For example, a healthier alternative, perhaps, but something that kind of twists it. And that's kind of what I'm making over here.
Fantastic.
I'm kind of taking like the classic comfort foods like mac and cheese or casserole, and I'm building something on that by using a twist.
Great.
And what we're going to do is pretty much make a very simple kind of souped up mac and cheese. It's kind of a casserole. And what I've done here is kind of melted butter and flour, made a roux.
Okay.
It's very simple so far. Butter and flour. It's boiling, bubbling in there. And go ahead and mix that for me.
Okay.
And once that starts browning like it is right now, all you're going to do is add a liquid to it. That roux is going to thicken up that liquid. And that's going to be the base for our mac and cheese. And I'm going to slowly add, you got to mix.
Stirring.
If you don't mix.
See, I'm already terrible. I'm already fired.
You're going to get lumps in there if you don't mix it.
I don't want to get lumps in there.
Beautiful, beautiful. There we go.
Right.
Let's get that in there. And we're going to add a little bit of milk as well, because that's what the whole point of this
Whole milk, skim milk, what do you use?
Whole milk is beautiful. That's it, right. We're not looking at our waistlines right now.
No, we're not.
That's great. Okay, we got a little bit of lumps here, but that's fine. Not a problem whatsoever.
Sorry,
we'll
George.
deal with it. No, you're
right.
still invited over for dinner. So I got some penne over here.
Good thing we don't have to eat this one. We're going to eat the pretty one on TV.
How did you know? Very good.
It's the way it works.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
We're just going to add a little bit of the pasta in there. So let's say that thickened up after about 10 minutes or so.
All right.
We're going to add a little bit of the pasta in there. That's the penne that I'm adding in there. Some green peas right there.
Fresh, frozen, doesn't matter.
Fresh, frozen is fine, actually.
Okay.
Fresh is best, of course. A little bit of thyme in there.
All right.
So far, so easy, right?
Not bad.
A little cayenne for a little bit of kick in there, of course.
Okay.
Some lemon juice just for a little acidity just in there. Keep on mixing it. You're doing really well.
Right.
And then we can add our protein. And in this case, what I did is I went to the grocery store, bought a rotisserie chicken, pulled it, and I'm just going to throw it right in there.
Great.
Now, if you don't like chicken, you can add tuna in there because it will go really well with that, with the pasta and everything you're doing. So once that mixes up and it gets nice and thick and everything, you're going to go ahead and pour that.
All right, I'm going to let you do that part.
You're going to let me do it.
Let me hold the pan.
Go ahead and hold the pan for me. And we're just going to go ahead and pour this right in there. And if I just can get from the audience a little, ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice. How about a,
Exactly.
How about
Feel free to be very enthusiastic since I made the roux. Okay?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I feel like I'm in a commercial. Look.
Isn't that nice?
Here, family. Looks amazing.
Well, we're not finished yet, actually.
Okay.
So what I like in my mac and cheeses and my casseroles is a crunchy topping.
Okay.
All I did is took breadcrumbs, a little bit of butter, and I'm just going to add that to the very end to it. Another ooh, please.
That looks good. That looks really good.
How about a ay.
And there's no cheese in here. Or there's cheese mixed in with the breadcrumbs.
There's a little bit of cheese in there too, actually a little Parmesan cheese, and that's it. That goes into the oven, and we're going to go ahead and swap that with what we have already made here.
All right, I'm going to put this somewhere.
Right in the
here.
oven, because we're going to cook that.
Okay.
We're going to feed it to everybody.
Great.
Ah, beautiful. Look at this guy here.
Let me turn this off because it's very warm in here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. So here's the problem with me, George. I would love nothing more than to make this to the guests that come to my home.
Okay.
But the problem is that I would eat the whole top off and then give them just the inside part.
Yeah.
Can I taste it?
Yeah, you bet. Absolutely.
I'm really excited.
Here's a dish.
All right.
Actually, you can go straight into it.
Okay,
actually. Go ahead
excellent.
And taste it. Well,
I want the
like
crunchy
to do
part.
If you like really the crunchy part that much, what I like to make is some garlic bread on the side. Very simple garlic bread, and that adds a little crunchiness to it. Too.
Okay, let me taste
it.
it. That's delicious.
Nice stuff, right?
What a delicious meal.
You're invited over to my place.
Likewise.
Yeah, you're washing the dishes.
Fantastic. I will watch the dishes.
Okay, moving on here. Now, I was in culinary school in France for about 3 years. In the meantime, I also had a cooking show out there in the French Food Network. So what I ended up doing actually in culinary school was I tried to make a hamburger recipe for my cooking show that the French would like. And what I ended up making was a croissant burger.
Yum.
And instead of using cheddar, for example, I used brie, for example. I used the croissant instead of the regular burger, and then I made a garlic aioli, which is pretty much like a garlic mayo.
Right.
You kind of just slather on top of there, and you just top it just like that, and go ahead and give that a bite.
That looks fantastic.
Tell me what you think.
Favorite part of every cooking segment right here, everybody. I mean,
good stuff, right?
Oh my.
The French love me.
Now I don't want you to come over, I want you to live with me.
Okay.
Just stay, George, just stay.
All right.
Yum. All right. So now stuffed lasagna rolls.
Yeah, this is the big problem I always have at home. And what tends to happen often at home is that you make lasagna and then you have like 3 or 4 little sheets left over.
Right.
What do you do with that? You can't just throw it away.
Happens to me every time I make lasagna.
You're lying, aren't you? Okay, all right. No, what I do is I make lasagna rolls, and what I did is I pre-boiled these sheets, and what I'm do is stuff them with some of these toppings. So go ahead and give me a hand. You take some of this ricotta, ricotta, herbs, Parmesan, cheese, an egg in there as well, because it's going to cook right in the center.
So raw egg.
Yeah, raw egg, because it's going to cook in the oven afterwards. And then you're going to take some of this sausage that I already pre-cooked right in the center. Go ahead. And this is the fun part. It's
like an egg roll.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love it.
Very fun. The kids can help you with this, and you pretty much roll. You kind of roll just like that.
And we'll see how you're doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
So you tucked in this part a little?
Yeah, you tucked in.
Oh, it sticks together.
Very good. Oh, you went to college, huh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Amazing.
A lot of college students.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
I would have been eating this the whole time if I had, trust me.
All right, so then you're going to place it with the other ones with some crushed tomatoes in the bottom.
Nice.
We're going to add a little more crushed tomatoes just on top.
Now we put the Grateful Dead on, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, it goes perfect with this.
That's awesome.
And go ahead and sprinkle a lot of this mozzarella cheese, as much as you want, all over it.
A lot.
This also goes into the oven. It's easy, right?
Okay, and how long do we put this one in the oven for?
You put it about 20, 25 minutes or so. Not much, really, and it'll be pretty much done. It's very simple, easy, quick recipe that you can make yourself at home when you have these sheets of lasagna left over.
Fantastic.
And this is the beauty right
Look
over
at that, everybody. That looks great. Lasagna roll. Amazing. All right.
Go ahead, I'm going to serve that to you.
Thank you. I'm going to take this. Can I use this fork?
Go ahead,
yes, because we cooked the sausage. All right. It has a little crunchy top, everybody, just as we discussed with the mac and cheese.
And if you don't want sausage, you can use turkey, beef, anything you want.
You know what? All 3 of these, I would be thrilled if somebody sat in front of me. These are all delicious. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely delicious. Great ideas for twisting dinner. Fantastic. So when we come back, George is going to show all of us 3 easy twists on everybody's favorite campfire treat. S'mores, everybody. We'll be right back.